Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Rslash Tales from Your Server. In today's episode, cafe owner makes work and hilarious pleasure at the customer's expense. Please don't grab drinks from the server's area. Something sweet actually happened in a restaurant on a Sunday. Legitimate feels good. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. Cafe owner makes work and hilarious pleasure at the customer's expense. I worked in a very popular, large, cool and trendy beachside cafe in the 2000s. The owner was a South American Australian. He manned the coffee machine and took orders for coffee also. To the customer, he had no personality or sense of humor, and would not speak unless spoken to. But to his staff and friends he was a warm-hearted, intelligent, funny, fair, generous, and honest guy. Here are some quotes I can remember from him, all uttered with no expression on his face whatsoever, always. C equals customer. B equals boss. C, could I have a double decaf, soy mochaccino please? B, why? He would then just not make it, and when the customer came back asking where their coffee was, he would give their money back and point at the door. C, this latte isn't hot enough, I asked for it to be very hot. B, if you can hold it for 5 seconds you can have it for free, they couldn't. C, I'm not paying $10 for a pie. B, you can have it for free if you promise never to come back. He delivered a plate of breakfast to an outdoor roadside table. C, I said no toast. B, takes toast from plate and frisbees it into the back of a passing truck. His actions made no difference to the popularity of his business at all. Even Karens weren't even game to take him on. A true legend in hospitality, I tip my hat. I want to know how the truck owner felt about finding free mystery toast. Had some food spill in the bed of my truck. I knew it was there, but had to run a different errand really fast. It was a few bagels or something like that. Drove to the store, came back out, went to shake my head while looking in the bed of my truck. Instead, no food in the bed, and about 10 feet away a flock of seagulls had snapped all of it up. So it probably isn't so much that the guy noticed free mystery toast, it is probably more like he was wondering why a flock of murderous gulls or crows was dive-bombing his truck. As a former pickup truck owner, my experience is that a piece of toast would be among the more innocuous items someone tossed into the bed. In response to the last part, I was eating at a swanky restaurant with my wife, anniversary dinner. We're both industry. This place has a 10-course tasting, but with all the sh*t they throw in it's more like 15 with the different amuse and mignardizes. The table next to us is younger, early 20s, 2 guys, 2 girls, kinda Jersey Shore-ish. They were obnoxious. They kept watching videos volume on their phones in the middle of this restaurant, and talking loudly. Their server, who also had our table, was not having any of their sh*t though. He went over multiple times to tell them to turn it down. When they went to order, one of the girls asked if she could sub out the pome's puree on one of the dishes. She's low carb right now. It says pretty clearly on the menu, no substitutions. The server didn't bat an eye. Man, you can just eat around the potatoes, if you'd not like to eat them. Our kitchen does not do modifications unless there are allergies present. That or you can order something else. Will you still be having the chicken? Good. It was awesome. I think we ended up tipping him like 35% based on not just the service we received, but because I loved watching him put them in their place all night. Legend. Every store needs a you can have this $10 or less item for free if you promise never to come back clause. Yeah, it's called stealing. Source: worked retail. Most people who took free things weren't welcomed back. See, this latte isn't hot enough, I asked for it to be very hot. B, if you can hold it for 5 seconds you can have it for free, they couldn't. What a hero. He got the stopwatch out, by memory. He was a Venezuelan hard man. Corporate America could learn so much from this dude. Kissing is depresses your workers, who aren't paid well. Karens take advantage, which increases the odds of sh*t behavior, because they might get something for free. Respectful but firm is the way to go. Bonus points for Toasty Frisbee. Restaurants would be so much better with this approach, because there wouldn't be Karens or stupid or rude customers. Staff would be happier. Refusing to make a coffee, because the description annoyed him, is hilariously petty. When I asked him about not making those ridiculous coffees, he replied, "They take longer to make than they do to drink. All our other customers, who order like humans, would have to wait longer, and it's a chain reaction. It is not worth losing our reputation as efficient. We don't need these people in here." I love this former cafe boss of yours. I own a coffee shop. I will try to live up to his inspiring character. Boss goals indeed. I said no. Toastby takes toast from plate and frisbees it into the back of a passing truck. Oh dear God, that is hilarious. He was an artist. It kinda tempts you to want to object to something just to see what he'd do. Please don't grab drinks from the server's area. I was working as the day bartender. As the night crew rolls in, we're kinda busy. A lady walks up to their server while he's at the POS and asks for 3 beers. He's so sweet and apologized for the wait and rings them in with the other 5 tickets he needs. Just as I finish pouring the last ticket, I turn around to see her holding 2 beer tickets and asking my server to read them because she doesn't have her glasses and is trying to find her beers. I told her, "Ma'am, could you please stop shuffling the tickets around or else the server won't know where the beers go." She says, "Well, I'm just trying to make things easier for you," as she starts to grab 3 beers off the mat. "Ma'am, you can't just take beers from the bar." I was shocked when she said, "Well, I could have until you stopped me." That made me do a double take on that last line. WTF was wrong with that lady? Seriously, couldn't have waited. God, that's infuriating. I bartend and have had people do this. They walked up as soon as the server put in the orders and waited for theirs, and tried twice to grab another table's drinks. They weren't even close to what they ordered either. This was smack in the beginning of COVID, and she was trying to touch the glasses. I had to tell her to stop or I'd refuse to serve her. People are unreal. Had an impatient gal order 3 make me something good with vodka shots. I poured the juice in blue *tea, but she grabbed the drinks as I was measuring out the vodka. I'm sure the drink went down smooth at least. Something sweet actually happened in a restaurant on a Sunday. Legitimate feels good. I dread Sundays. I no longer have to grind out Sunday brunches, thank God, but Sunday dinners tend to get a charming mix of the needy, the cheap, and the center of that Venn diagram, along with the people who look at you like you're a relative they walked in on jerking off in the guest bathroom. This one was more of the same. It was slow and steady. The most I ever had going at once was 4 tables, 14 covers. Sold about 1,300 by 8, not bad but nothing crazy. My smaller tabs had all been 20 to 25%, but my larger parties with the tabs like 340, 272, 174 had all been 10 to 15%. I get it, not bad money, even with the 5.5% of total sales tip out. Then I got my last 2 tables. One was a really nice couple, $152 tab, 32 tip, pretty nice. That has picked up my night a lot already, and the last family is a 4 top, parents, and 2 kids. One of the other servers said sorry about that one like they thought I was in for a lame tip. I've had enough stereotyping expectations make me feel like a total D***ck before that I don't let myself make assumptions anymore, and I always try to give people my best without, or failing that, regardless of, expectations. And honestly, I regularly go into nice places looking super sus, and I generally tip in the 35 to 50% range. Not that I'm saying they looked sus, they didn't at all, but anyway. Very direct people, but that's my jam anyway. Sometimes my energy spikes mid-shift, and I'm moving like I'm working a busy lunch shift with a turn and burn mindset, and I can get crazy efficient and hustle. And their kids were super funny. At the end, they were eating dessert, and one of the kids says it's my birthday, and I'm thinking the host didn't say a thing, and I forgot to ask, but her parents are like, no, it's not, and I replied, I mean, hey, you just have to say it's your birthday, and I'll bring a dessert out. I'm not checking ID. Her parents decline graciously. The kid says I just want to blow out a candle. I jokingly said I'd bring a candle out, but then I actually went to the line and grabbed a loaf of the complimentary sourdough bread bowl, stuck a candle in it, lit it, and delivered it to the girl at the table. It killed. I'm hyped. I'm super glad they had a good time. Even if the tip follows the subpar trend of the night, I actually had fun with that one. But I'm back stocking the line as they're leaving, and they had somebody flag me. They had the birthday girl bring me the tip, $200 cash on a 281 tab. Made my weekend. How rare that a last table of the night ever does that. And the kid said I was cool, the best verbal tip I have received. I threw 10 each to the 2 line cooks and pantry cook and 5 to the dishwasher. They're already on tip out, or I would have done more, and I gotta throw the host something when I see them next. We don't have a busser, expo or food runner, except Friday and Saturday nights, so host busses a lot of tables. I try not to leave much besides water/coffee/alcohol glasses with some still left for her, but it's still a huge help, so prob 10 there as well. I'm curious. Same situation, what do you do? A couple other servers saw it and said it was really nice of me, and the cooks and dishwasher acted surprised like no one ever does it. Like sure, most nights I kick one at 2 people that help me a ton of fiver, given I already tip out around $100, give or take 20. But that one, with the form of tip on form of payment, left me with more of the tip than I would normally get to keep, and that exorbitant of a tip indicates that we must have at least had a little something going on besides my sparkling personality, so I feel like they were due a slice of that big pie. Is that not a common reaction to a big tip? It's not uncommon, but servers are rarely thoughtful like that. You paid it forward. The BOH will remember that sh*t, nicely played. It's always wonderful when you can spread the joy. If you can be in this industry and roll with the punches, and make it fun without expecting much return, good work with the candle. And get the unexpected return and share it, you're doing something right. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.